Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner, and this is my review for Kandi and the gang. Okay, um, Kandi usually does really good with her spinoffs, and this one seems like it's going to be around for a while because the people in this restaurant, baby, foolishness all up and through. But thank y'all for tuning in to this premiere. So no, this is not live. This is a premiere. Okay, you're watching the premiere on Tuesday morning. I'm recording this on Monday night. Okay, but we're gonna leave that be. Do not forget to do a couple of things. To one, subscribe to my channel. To become a whole JayBird, and dot. Okay, and do these things here. Okay, like the video, comment in the comment section, share the video, which means share me with those you love or you hate. I don't care. But share me on Twitter and on Facebook, okay? You can also relax and relate and release. Center yourself and everyone around you. And always inhale and exhale, okay? You can follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG and Twitter and also on TikTok. I'm around there too, okay? Now, it is Monday night. I am tired, but I am here, hat and all or whatever. Let's get into what is Kandi and the gang round here. Look, Bravo does these spinoffs. Okay, they do these spinoffs, and we never really know what's gonna come of it. Will we like it? Will it be a complete mess like Portia show was? And Candy's in the Gang show did not disappoint. I liked it. We got colorful characters around here. We got some strong characters around here. Some opinionated people or whatever. Some head button gonna be going on. Some freaky deakiness gonna be going on. All kind of things will be going on. Okay. So we know Candy and Todd is the main people around here, whatever. But they have the OLG restaurant, OLG, Old Lady Gang, been open for about 5 years or whatever. And now they need some better management because they be getting bad reviews online. We know they had some health inspection situations or whatever. But what happens with that is you have to have the right staff in place to help your restaurant run smoothly because we know Candy and Todd is no longer at that restaurant every day running things. No, they have surpassed that and hired folks to do that. Okay. However, they've lost a few general managers or whatever over the years, and the last one left about a year ago. So Don Juan, who y'all know run Candy's business or whatever, has been helping out at the restaurant of OLG, but that ain't his job. Okay, that ain't his job. So we see how they've hired a few people, okay, and we get to meet them. Okay, boom, pow, pow. We meet first. We have Philip. Okay, Philip is the first dude with a suit jacket on and a black shirt, okay, with the white pearly smile. Okay, Philip works as the director of operations at their Blaze restaurant. Okay, he's at Blaze. However, they've hired him to come work at OLG because clearly Blaze is a restaurant that kind of runs smoothly. It's a bit higher upscale or whatever, and they kind of, is doing fine over there. But at OLG, honey, help is needed. Okay, so again, Philip them came in, to help around the house, not around the house, but help around the restaurant. Now, for the most part, Todd, Candy, and Don Juan all are fully aware the staff at OLG be on some bullshit. Okay, they be running the muck up and through the palace. Okay, running the full muck and does not give enough, if you ask me. Okay, and you cannot have a successful restaurant when your staff feel like we can do whatever. Okay, this is the hood. It's a big ghetto over here, whatever. So we don't have to be professional. We can do whatever. And Philip, like, not on my watch, not on my watch. Okay, and I feel like he said out his own mouth, the people who have a problem with the changes that's going to come around here are probably the same people who are a part of the problem. I was like, oh, he must already know because Philip had been around OLG for a few days and no one was asking, well, what he doing here? Does he work here? Is he supposed to be here? Because nobody's supposed to be here. Okay. I'm not gonna do that. Anyway, but he's seen things that he know who gonna be the troublemakers, who not gonna like what, okay? So again, we meet more of the staff. We have Chandrika in the pink right here. Chandrika is 31 years old. And oh, uh, Philip, I think is 36. Is what I think is what it said. Okay, anyway, but Chandrika in the middle in the pink is 31 years old. She's the hostess, which means when you come in, you're like, I got a reservation for 5 under Jaylee. It's a how long wait? Okay, they the one to tell you how long the wait is, and they say we're gonna sit. Okay, so she's a hostess or whatever. Now I say she also sells designer sunglasses. The hostess also sells designer sunglasses. Okay, look, everybody needs a hustle. Okay, I'm not gonna knock that lady's hustle. Okay, now I can tell already. Okay, that she's the one with an attitude problem. Okay, and I think Philip knows that too. Now we also meet Dom Unique. Okay, Dom. First of all, the fact her name is Dom Unique. Okay, DOM apostrophe Unique, not Dominic, not Dominique, no, Dom Unique, who's 32. She's a bartender. She's from Florida, and I promise you, I feel like she looked like a lesser ratchet Sukiana. Okay, who's on Love and Hip Hop Miami. She remind me of Sukiana before Sukiana got all them tattoos and got that work done on her face. So she favors Sakiana to me. She just happens to be from Florida. Anyway, 32 years old bartender. Now she's also a professional dancer. She's also danced for different people, even Meg the Stallion. Okay, and then she said, "I love being a bartender because I can leave and go dance and live my dream, but come back and have a job here as a bartender." And I was like, "Ma'am, I need you to focus on one thing. You want to be a bartender or a dancer?" Bartender or dancer. Okay, but again, we do know most people who are dancers around here and around there, they do have like steady jobs that they can go work when they're not dancing. So again, I'm not saying she should not be a bartender, but I'm like, honey, focus on one. Anyway, now we then meet Brandon. Far in a sweater and a gold chain. Okay. Now Brandon is 33 years old. He's the manager. He's the one who kind of stepped up in the place of the general manager when the last one quit. But Brandon is not equipped or built to be a manager, or at least not to be a GM, not to be the one running the whole place. He can be like a little manager, okay, like a schedule for the day shift manager. You know what I'm saying? Can say, "Can I come in late, manager?" You can come in late, okay? But he can't run shit how shit needs to be ran or whatever. Now they also say not only is he a 33-year-old manager, he's also the workplace flirt. You know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? That means a sexual harassment case could drop at any moment. Because why are you known as the workplace flirt as the manager? Mm-mm, don't do it, okay? But again, we're gonna leave that be. So they have a whole little staff meeting. Okay, boom, pal, with the people to let them know, hey, you know what I'm saying? Uh, it's gonna be some new things going on. We told y'all we want to make things better around here. Okay, we're gonna change some things up around here because we need to get better around here. I think the worst thing is them getting bad reviews based on, listen right here, okay? Because they was saying the hostess got an attitude problem. She be talking real slick. Honey, no. No, okay. So they tell all the staff, oh, staff, guess what? Philip, okay, is the new GM. He's the new director of operations here. He's basically your boss, okay? And the minute they said that, Chandrika was like, I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't like this. Okay, no, 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 no. And as Kandi and Ty and Philip and Don Juan are saying, things are gonna change. We need to fix things. Things been real loose. Y'all, I've been thinking y'all running shit. Well, not no more. And you can tell for the most part, everyone's like, oh, things are changing. Oh my God. But Chandrika was the main one. Like, I don't like it. I don't want that. Don't do that to me. I want to do things how I want to do things. I don't want anyone telling me what to do. Okay. Now it's like clearly you can see the staff is used to doing whatever they want to do, how they want to do it. It's like a free for all. I mean, they may get the work done. It just may not be done in the most professional way. And sometimes when that happens, you have to bring in somebody who has structure. Now, I'm the first person to admit I do not like authority. Okay, you cannot come to my job and tell me how to do my job, even if you're my boss. I would prefer if you say, hey, these are the areas we need to fix shit in. If it ain't got nothing to do with me, then leave me be, okay? Because I do my job professionally. But here, around here with these people, they all need some work or whatever. So it's like clearly there's an issue with the staff. It's the staff issues going on around here, okay? And they needed some structure. Even Todd said the staff is used to doing whatever. They do this, they do that. It's just bullshit around. And can't look okay. Well, some of them are loyal. They've been here since the beginning, like Chandrika and probably like Chandrika and Dom Unique are like OGs. They've been there since the place opened. And Todd said, because Candy point was they've been loyal. They may not be the best employees or whatever, but I like to keep loyal folks around or whatever because they've been here so long. And Todd said it makes no point to keep someone because they're loyal if they're not doing their job. And I was like, and that's why sometimes a husband has to tell his wife, baby, you being stupid. The same way sometimes the wife has to tell her husband, baby, you being dumb too. But Candy wanting to keep a bad hostess at her restaurant who's getting bad reviews, it's just stupid. Loyalty will put you in a poorhouse. Okay, loyalty will have your restaurant shut down. Candy, we know you know how to make money. Candy, be smart. Be smart. Okay, now Don Juan push Chandrika to the side or whatever because she's a little bit upset. And clearly they can see she's upset. She don't like it at all. Okay, she wants to fuss up, but not fuss about her, but she just was upset. Like, what's wrong? What's up with you? And the fact that Don Juan noticed it, and so did Candy and Todd, and so did Philip too. But Philip, I don't get no fucks. Now she told Don Juan, I don't like Philip. He said, but you don't even know that man. How you don't like someone you don't know? And I'm like, that right there show she doesn't know whatever she be in the way with. He not gonna let her do that. And I'm like, girl. Okay, now when Don Juan said, there was instant negative energy, and you need to be open to change, meaning you are the negative energy we felt around here, and we need you to calm the fuck down and just go with the flow, because you don't even know what he's gonna change it. Now, while in his speech of being the new GM and the new manager, he did say, things need to be done differently. We have to fix things here, and if y'all don't want to go how things gonna be going, y'all are free to leave. you know, if you don't want to work with us, if you don't want to go the changes that the owners want, door or whatever. Anyway, so she brings up how Philip came in and he was just like, whatever I say goes or whatever. And if you don't like it, you can leave. I'm like, well, he did say that, but I think he meant most people say that. And I don't think he meant like we can't have a conversation if you feel some kind of way. I think his point was you can't just keep doing what you want to do. That ain't gonna work. Okay. But he said it in a very, very boss way, okay? So there's a conversation between Philip and Chandrika, okay? And as we see, Don Juan is in the middle looking real uncomfortable. And this was such a tense back and forth because you can tell both Don Juan and Philip knew Chandrika, felt like she had some authority to kind of like say what she don't like. And Philip was like, you don't have that power here. You know what I'm saying? And when they were kind of going back and forth, because she was like, I just don't like how you say it, you know what I'm saying? It's your way or the highway. He was like, well, and then when he started talking, so did she. So it was like a little bit of back and forth. When he said to her, look, I don't go back and forth with hourly employees who are paid to do a job with a level of professionalism. And I was like, ooh, not calling her an hourly employee. And when he said that, even Don Juan was like, because she's an hourly employee. Okay, so Again, the conversation between them is a bit tense, mainly because Chandrika has an attitude problem and Philip don't care. And when you have two folks who don't care, but one is the boss of the other person, it's gonna be some back and forth bullshit or whatever. And he tells her, like, you think you run things here, but you don't run nothing here, okay? And I'm saying, I will not walk on eggshells because you are uncomfortable with my presence here. And I was like, oh, beast. Okay, it's like danger, 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 because somebody's gonna fight. It's gonna be a fight around here. And while he was very much so speaking in an asshole way, I also feel like because of whatever reason that we all feel that we knew she didn't like him, he felt like I don't have to kiss your ass because you don't like me and you don't know me. So I'm gonna speak to you from a place of I'm your boss and that's it. Like I'm not your friend. And I was like, I mean, that's what it is. That Don Juan said, like for him, Philip has a very sticky. He said Philip for a thing, um, will like a stick up your ass. Like it's very, very structured. It's not how he will run things, but I'm saying the place through these structures. I say, Don Juan, the fact that you feel like you wouldn't run things how he runs things is kind of proof to why you're not running a restaurant because the staff there needs someone who runs with structure because again they've been on bullshit the whole if the last GM left a year ago and Zion Wine and the dude Brandon was the ones in place and nothing has changed, things have gotten worse, the way y'all do things don't work, it doesn't work. So why not have someone come in who's like, I'm not gonna have this bullshit, okay, at all. And then with him saying, I'm not gonna be the one walking around eggs because you are uncomfortable with me being here. Her response to her boss was, I don't care about your presence. I would have talked to Don Juan. He said, oh, you can do that. You can talk to Don Juan about not being employed here. I was like, not being employed here. I was like, no. It was just back and forth. And I was like, neither one of them gave a fuck. The difference is when he said, I don't, he said, I'm not intimidated by her, she's a hostess. I was like, why are you down on that girl's job? I was like, no. But his point was she holds no power. So her wanting to be difficult doesn't mean anything to me because she would end up getting fired. And the weird part is I do wish she would have at least waited to see how he run things before she got pissed. But she got pissed just finding out that he is the one in charge. And I was like, girl, don't do that. And so he told her, like, you can talk to Don Juan about not being employed here. She then walked away like she's gonna be crying. And he like, what's wrong? Don Juan was like, what's wrong? What's going on? He just talks. He comes in, he comes in, he's all aggressive, okay? And that's just rude. And I'm looking like, but you were rude and aggressive too. And her point was, I matched his energy. And I was like, I feel like he first matched yours. I do because she do feel like or she do think she run that place. And I do wonder if she felt like how dare they bring somebody in, and I don't know about it or whatever. So they both again don't give a fuck. But the difference is, honey, he can fire you. You can't fire him. But I was like, we're gonna see what's gonna happen. But her crying to Don Wine and Philip said, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work and walked away, meaning you can't cry tears and think I'm going to be sympathetic to you. And I was like, not him not caring about her tears. No, don't do that. No, no. And I think Chandrika's probably cool or whatever, but she's not professional. I mean, the fact that there are plenty of complaints about her as a hostess, which means Kandi and them. And she then said, well, I'm nice sometimes. Bitch, you can't. If I walk in and it's a rude hostess, I'm leaving and I'm complaining ASAP. Because don't be rude to me, bitch. And don't do that. No, man. So we see that whole debacle happen. Okay, there's tension between them. The restaurant's gonna open. It's like 10 seconds to open it or whatever. And Chandrika then goes to Dominique and then telling her what happened on the floor or whatever. He was like, you gonna just talk about me like I'm not standing right here? You gonna be on the floor, discussing what has happened? He was like, no. Go ahead and go home. You can leave for that. You're done. And I was looking like, see, he has the power to send you home. So again, she got sent home, lost out on money. Okay, lost out on money because you were upset about somebody being the boss. I was like, girl, no, ma'am, don't do that. Okay. Now when Don Juan goes and talks to Candy and Ty, like, Philip just sent her home. He like, send who home? Philip sent home Chandrika. They like, what? He was like, she was on bullshit. Now I can't, like, Candy, dang. Why he sent her home? And Ty said, because you cannot be up here just disrespecting management. I'm looking like, Candy, are you not the brightest bulb in the light bulb factory? Because why are you wondering why your manager sent home your rude ass employee? Because she's fussing with him. She does not want him to be there, but I'm gonna leave that be too. But I was like, Ty, don't be the one having common sense. Candy then goes and she talks to Aunt Nora, I'm Bertha, and Mama Joyce. And she go talk to the OLG. Now, I know her, who was 82. They say she's feisty, gives free hugs, and loves to dance. Bertha is 80. Okay, side eye queen, speaks her mind, and she's sassy. And then, of course, Mama Joyce, who's only 72, is wild, gets all the tea, and she's the life of the party. I always thought Bertha was the oldest sister. I don't know why. I didn't know that she was 2 years younger than Nora. And I did know that Mama Joyce was 8 years younger, than Bertha, and 10 years younger than Nora. I'm like, okay, so we find out things or whatever. But she goes to talk to them one by one because in the restaurant is about what was supposed to be about them and their recipes or whatever, but not really them like working there and being there on any consistent basis. But again, just their food or whatever. And so Bertha brings up how the employees are the issue. Okay, she said none of them are worth a damn. Okay, and that she don't want to work with people who have nasty attitudes like that hostess girl who used to work there. And she talk about Shandrika, but can't like I know her, she still work. I mean, Aunt Bertha, she still work there. The fact that Aunt Bertha, no, Chandrika has a nasty attitude, can't even fire that girl. Fire her, okay? Anyway, now Mama Joyce brings up how Brandon, the manager, okay, not the new manager, Brandon is bald dude right here. That's Brandon. Okay. And Mama Joyce brought up how Brandon don't care about the restaurant. And I've heard him say it. And I'm like, well, okay. And then Nora said she don't care for most of the staff there or whatever. She told somebody if they take one more step with her, she gonna toss that ass over the I said, over the what? Nora out here being feisty, gonna fight the children. Don't do it, please. Don't do it, Nora, okay? Now, Kenny talked to them and said, like, look, I need y'all to understand that, the whole point of the restaurant was just to have y'all recipes or whatever. We didn't really want y'all like there in the kitchen cooking, fussing with staff or whatever, getting involved in the bullshit of it all. So can y'all at least stay out the kitchen and stop fussing with people? And when Mama Joy said, I don't be fussing with nobody. I said, don't you fix your mouth to lie. You too old to lie, Mama Joy. Stop it, okay? But they agree they will stop being so hands on trying to run the restaurant or put their input into this into that. I said, well, I guess so. So we then see they have like a little because Candy wants to have like an OLG uh staff appreciation event, okay, to bring together the old staff, some of the new staff, and just have some fun because things have been stressful over the past year. Phone it has been stressful over the last year because things have been changing. Okay. So again, it's an outside event. It's in the parking lot of the OLG in the backyard, or the backyard, but in the back or whatever. So again, they brought some couches in because it's an outside event, COVID. Okay. Anyway, and at this little event, we meet three more staff. Okay. Now we already met, Philip, Chandrika, Dominique, and Brandon, okay, which is the general manager, a hostess, the bartender, and like I guess a sad staff manager. We now have met three new folk, okay. We have Torian in the first one in the black right here. Okay, he's 32 years old. He is an event manager. He was the one who was always setting up their Friday night live events. But he said out the blue he quit. Okay, because he was working there, whatever, like a year ago He said it just got too stressful or whatever. He was over. So he quit. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I don't have time for this shit. Leave me alone, okay? But he wants to come back and work with him now. Why? Because they're on television. Okay, you can't tell me no different. No one can tell me that anyone who quit a job wants to come back right around the time they're doing a TV show. Okay. Anyway, we then have oh, he said he wants to come back because they're a black owned business and I want them to succeed. Oh, now you do? Not before. Just now it's weird to me. I want to support this black owned, but there was always black owned, baby. They didn't stop being black owned. But you back? Okay. Anyway, we then meet Brian. Brian is in the middle. Brian is 36 years old. He was an old staff member. He was a bartender before, okay? He said he left because he had some personal issues to take care of, okay? And I hope he go by he. I don't know. I don't know the pronouns, but I feel like they were saying he on television, okay? I mean, here, Brian looks different, but again, I don't know what so if Brian goes by different pronouns. I apologize for that. Anyway, but he said he left for personal reasons or whatever, because he had shit going on. But he said he also was focusing on his food truck. Okay, it's a food truck. He sells food. Okay, he makes egg rolls. I was like, what kind of egg rolls? What kind of egg rolls is it? Okay, I would love to have a corned beef egg roll right now, or chicken and cheese. I don't know. Stop. Anyway, but he wants to come back to. And Kandi said to him, I think it's the perfect time for you to come back. Okay, so we think Brian is back too. Okay, now we then have Rashard. Okay, Rashard, who is 28 years old. He's a host. He's a host at the Blaze Steakhouse restaurant or whatever. But he's fancy. He likes fashion or whatever. He's fancy. He just likes to look the part as the host. You know, as a host, you're supposed to be fancy a little bit. You're supposed to be the one that when someone walk in, you just look presentable. Okay, you don't want to come in and see somebody just all sweaty on a cell phone, weave in their face, or the hair not cut. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no fade or whatever. So he takes pride in how he looks or whatever. And so Candy suggests to him, hey, you're doing great over there at Blaze. How about you come over to OLG, okay, and work as a host there and share some of your knowledge, okay, of being a hostess to Chandrika, who's here now. When because he went and met her, whatever, and when he said, I'm a chameleon, okay, I can blend into any environment, I can always ship. I was like, yes, because Kandi really wanted him to come and show Chandrika shit. And when they introduced him to Chandrika, oh, I can teach you things, is what she said to him. He was like, girl, yeah, and I'm like, no, honey, he's gonna teach you some things because she needs some help. She do. And at the little event or whatever, he was like, this is OLG is a more relaxed atmosphere. And I won't say ghetto. I won't say ghetto. But when he's like, here you don't see many suit jackets and ties, and you see a lot of blue jean outfits. The shade of it all. But you, even in regular life or whatever, you do have restaurants where you go, you wear whatever. But you have some, I can't go there in no jeans and gym shoes. I gotta put some heels on, okay, some loafers, a jacket or whatever. Gotta look fancy. And it seems Blaze Steakhouse may be the fancier one, and OLG. It's like your grandma's kitchen or whatever. Now, Rashad's first day at OLG. Okay. Who and we have Chandrika, who was supposed to teach him the ropes of how things go. She late. She driving, honey, late, cussing people out, rollers in her hair, whatever. I'm always late. I have to still figure out Atlanta traffic. I'm from New York. I've only been in Atlanta for 4 years. And mm, I've heard horror stories about traffic in Cali and also in Atlanta. It's a reason why I would never move to the state. Like, we don't really have bad traffic here. We have traffic jams, but that isn't on any regular occurrence or whatever. But I'm like, girl, bye. But if you've been there for 4 years, you should know at least what time to leave to get to work on time. You can't be late. And Don Juan and Philip, like, getting to work at the time you're supposed to start, you're late. You can't walk in the door at your start time because you're late. And I was like, I mean, I'm late every day too. Well, now I'm not gonna work from home, but when I go back to the office, honey, I'm like, look, my start time is 12. I'll be there about 12:30, 12:45. I will get there but no one's waiting on me to do something. Just leave me alone. Anyway, so when she like, okay, so they come in here, we get their name, get their phone number, whatever, and then we say everybody wait and we'll call them later. He's like, y'all ain't got no iPad. She's like, this the hood. No, they have like a piece of paper and the clipboard. I was like, Kandi, y'all like what? I was like, duh, no, or whatever. So they have like rush hour stuff, between this time and this time it's really busy. So it's like 4 times a day where they're really, really busy. And when she said, yeah, we start sitting people downstairs, we work our way upstairs. But sometimes when people are waiting, they just sitting around wherever. And it was chaotic. And when he said, I would not be going up and down these stairs all day, I felt him on that because it's a waste of time. It's clearly a waste of time. And so it seemed like it's just no real structure to how things go. Even though they have a process, it did seem like it's too much going on. There's too much stuff lost in the sauce. I know somebody around here probably stealing money. Anyway, so we do see Philip talking to Brandon or whatever. It's about how things gonna go, but Brandon is too busy looking at Dominique's ass. Okay, he do ask her out like on a date or whatever. They fucking. They either about to fuck, fuck before, or it's currently out. It's sexual energy between them two. Okay, I'm leaving that alone. But he's the manager and she's a bartender. So you should not be fucking someone who you are their boss. That's how it's supposed to be. Okay. So when the 2:30 rush hit, boom, power goes out. No power, no power. Okay. And I'm like, Lord Jesus. And Philip like, okay, that's a bad thing. Power goes out. People who have not paid for their food will try to leave, and then because we have no power, we can't take payment. So again, it's bullshit. I'm not gonna have that. Okay, let's try to keep folks in here, see who can pay their bill, and see what's going on. Now, Kandi does pull up too. The power just went out, and she mentions how it be a lot of power outages in that area, and they need to get a generator. How y'all been open for 5 years, and y'all are aware the power sometimes goes out, and you do not have. You're a money making restaurant. You need a generator for times like these. And when Philip brought up later how not having one means when the power goes out, they can't get paid for the services or whatever. You can't keep track of shit because there's no power. There's nothing here. Okay. So he like realize there's a lot more that has to be done here. It's not just the staff, it's also just the overall running of the business that sometimes doesn't make sense. Now when Taka they was on Watch What Happens Live. And even though this was shot, in the was probably shot last year, Ty said they still to this day, they still do not have a generator. I'm like, how do you not have one? How? And Ty said if the power goes out every once in a while for a couple hours, that's not that bad or whatever, because getting one means having to go through the city, because it wouldn't be like a little one that can like sit in a corner. It has to be a big, huge one that can power the whole building. So while I get it's a task, it's the needed necessity of being a restaurant owner in an area that gets power outages often. Even if often is once a week or if it's 2 times a month, that's still an inconvenience that you don't need to have. The generator is a fucking business write off. Leave that be. So again, that was the whole thing. We do see Philip was not happy that when the power was out, that the cook, Dom Unique, and Brandon was off sitting around somewhere chit and chat. He's like, no, y'all should be helping, doing stuff, okay? Because the power was out. Like, do something. Okay, do something and whatnot. Okay, so again, that was the whole episode or whatever. Again, the preview for the season looks good. Okay, it does not look boring. Um, it's funny that for this show, it was like new series. I feel like this will be picked up for multiple seasons, the same way we had Vanderpump Rules. I know they talked about before about Peter possibly having this kind of show, whatever, but Kandi for sure picked good people, good staff members to make the show entertaining. So I will be tuned in every Sunday. I will have our reviews here for y'all. Again, thanks for watching this premiere. I'll be live later on tonight to review Black Ink Cruise, both of them. Okay, so I will see y'all then. Other than that, I gotta go. Okay, love, peace, and light. Love you all. Bye.
Stress.